Hey guys, it's Alex here, and today I'm going to be discussing Ollama. A lot of you guys saw in my previous videos that I use local LLMs with tools like Bolt DIY and OpenWebUI, and many people asked, how do you run LLMs locally? Now, Ollama has this huge array of open source LLM models that you can tap into and download. This is how you can leverage Ollama's tools to run local LLMs. You can even run tools like Qwen 2.5 Coder. This is an amazing self-reasoning coding assistant that's been trained on billions and billions of coding parameters. Focused and hard-tuned on coding, this works really well with Bolt DIY as a local LLM that can code with you. Personally, I still love using APIs from models such as Claude. I'm going to show you guys how you can leverage these local models. First, we'll download Ollama. Use your installation file for whichever device you're on. I'm on a Mac, so I've downloaded the Mac OS version. And then once it's running and you've allowed it to run, you will to move it to applications if you're on Mac, which you should. We'll just click on that. Next, we'll go to Ollama Run Llama 2 in your terminal. So open up your terminal and then run it. Now we've preloaded the Llama 3.2, but here is just me asking Ollama, what's a fun fact about the Roman Empire? And as you can see, it completely runs on the local machine and gives me an answer. This is not connecting to any API. It's just running straight off your PC. This is an amazing way to have good LLM chats in a private and more secure manner. You can talk to this LLM model without having to worry about anything being uploaded to any website. All right. Now, as you can see, I have already downloaded Llama 3.2 and Qwen 2.5. So I did miss a bit of the installation. So let's go to Qwen 2.5 Coder, which I talked about just a moment ago, and see if we can install it. So once we go into that model page, you can see that there is different parameter models. There's 1.5 billion, there's 7 billion, which would probably run optimal on my M1 Mac. And there's a 14 billion parameter, which is a bit more, I guess, advanced and more likely to do better results. But I want something that will give me robust and very accurate LLM chat completions. So as you can see, when we run that code line in Ollama, if it doesn't already have the model installed, find, download, and install that model to your local machine. And this model is pretty big. It was about 14 gigabytes. Now we have the Ollama running Qwen 2.5 Coder, 14 billion parameter model. So let's ask it a average level script question for Python. I just wanted to extract data frames from a CSV and then do a simple data analysis to show sales numbers over growth, sales numbers over time, and hopefully it will create a bit more fast parameter model, but it might take a little longer to load. And that is something that we're okay with because we want better answers. Now, if you want to use a lightweight model, it will probably give you quicker runtimes, but not have the answer for everything. All right, let's give this one a go. And as you can see now, we have the Qwen 2.5 Coder model loading a good answer for running this whole program, including the steps you take. And yeah, this code you could probably put straight into a VS Code editor and run it, and it looks pretty much like something that would work perfectly. So that's amazing that you can run this locally on your machine. I could not be connected to the internet right now and run this. Oh, and it even gives an explanation at the end, which is very, very useful for coders that need a little bit of understanding on how certain parts of the code worked, or even seasoned veterans that need a refresher. So that's pretty good. So just /by to exit, and that's all it takes. Now, Ollama is not going to be as good as OpenAI and Claude, but it will still run in these tools that I've showcased on my YouTube page before. So we have Qwen 2.5 Coder here in the OpenWebUI. Now I'll put a link for the installation video in the description and maybe in a title card. Now, as you can see, this makes it a little bit more visually appealing. So it's still running exactly what you saw as if it was in the terminal, but we've put a little bit of a web wrapper on top of it, and we are calling it like an API from our local machine using a local host port that it is running from while you have Ollama open. As you can see, it is giving me an answer to this binary decision tree question, and it's much more presentable. It's done in OpenWebUI. So I would recommend definitely checking out that video if you want a better way to interact with your open source LLMs locally and have an ability to save those chats as well, which doesn't come with the existing Ollama model.